humans. How's it going, people? I'm just going to have a little fun today. Well, this video anyway. I'm going to review the books I bought or got in the mail last few days. I don't really show them if you'll get an idea of my slightly interest anyway. I like collecting books, people. You're just going to have to accept the fact that there's a room which is about 10 by 10, somewhere around there. Has about 1,000 or more books in it. Pretty much everything I own is in this room except for two things: my bike and a card table. Everything else is in this room. I enjoy that. Anyway, I got that book yesterday. Sorry. Beast Within, The History of the Werewolf. I had this book years ago. I used it to write a short story, which I'm going to rewrite and put on my blog site sometime today or next week or whatever. But this is a very good book on the history of the werewolf, the mythology, the folklore, the everything else. It's a cool book. I got that book from Amazon. I like Amazon. Amazon is good. Thrift books might be a little better, but Amazon is good. Anyway, I had to go to Goodwill today to get a belt because my job destroys my belts, so I had to get one. While there, I got that book. There you go. I like Agatha Christie. Not my favorite author of crimes solving, but I do like Hercule Poirot. I think David Suchet did a great job in the TV series. Worth reading. Still, Albert Finney was the better one in Murder on the Orient Express. That was a very good book. A very good movie. The remake, wasn't that good, but Agatha Christie is pretty cool. Also, if you like Doctor Who, you know He Meets Her. A very good episode with a giant wasp. With Donna Noble. Another redhead of questionable temperament. Another book I got at, I forgot where I went. Goodwill, because I needed the belts. It's Glenn Beck. I like Glenn Beck. I don't agree with everything he says, or everything he says. I did like his Christmas sweater book. That's the other one I read. That was pretty good for a novel. I haven't read this one yet, but I've heard good things about it. So, there you go. I like books, people. You're going to have to accept the fact that this is one of the things I'm going to end up doing. Reviewing all the books I buy or get through the mail. But, you know what? I like books. And I like my tea. Book I got from Thrift Books today. I got 2 packages from Thrift Books. One book I ordered is for the Bible study I'm doing on Tuesday night with some friends of mine. We're doing Mark. I like his series of books. I like his, what's it called again? The Cross of Christ book. The Cross of Christ book is pretty good. It's about the Cross of Christ. It is a very good book. I like that book. And I do like a lot of his message of this book. I don't agree with everything, only because I think he has a tendency to lean a little to replacement theology. Kinda. But overall, 90% of it is good. It's the book where I'm going to be using for the Bible study I'm teaching on Tuesday. Which is real fun. I have no idea how to teach, as these videos are demonstrating. Another cool book that I also got by Thrift Books, which I read this 30-odd years ago. This is a very good book on the history of the Bible, on the translations and everything else. The other books that are in the series are on the back here, and I'm trying to get those at some point. But I do like this book. This book is it's a scholarly book. It's not an easy read, but I like it. And then again, I like books. Deal with it. A novel that I liked, which I actually read this also years ago, was The Prophet of Fire about Elijah. It's a historical novel. It's good. I like it. It's as historical novels go, it's better than most. Believe me, I've read some pretty atrociously written historical biblical novels, which I wonder if the person who wrote it actually read the Bible. This person at least read the Bible. But I do like this book. It is very good. Okay, those are the thrift books that came in today. I think I have one more coming in, I think. I'll have to check. But I don't think so. I think those are the only 3 I ordered that are coming. I'll order some later. Of course, I had to go to Half Price Bookstore before I came home. After I came from Barnes & Noble to find something, I couldn't find it. But this is one of the books I got. I don't know if I can see it very well. There we go. I like Arab history. Arabic history, Muslim history, whatever you want to call it. The early history, the early centuries, the early Muslim culture, and everything was fascinating. They had a fascinating culture, a fascinating history, a lot of things, actually. What you see now is kind of what's left. After being taken over by the Ottoman Empire, pretty much wiped out a lot of what the Arab culture created and gave Western Europe. They gave Western Europe a few things worth having. They preserved a lot of books that were destroyed when the Roman Empire fell. A lot of the Eastern Empire, Constantinople, the Byzantium Empire, actually, got a lot of their books from the Arab world. There was a lot of cross-culture, despite the Crusades and everything. It was an interesting culture. I have always found it interesting. I've even read the Quran, and I don't agree with any of it, but it's still interesting. I wouldn't call it coherent, but it's interesting. Another book, and I also at Half Price Bookstore, mainly because I can. I just thought it'd be cool to have. I like fairy tales, folklore, things like that. This one's for, best loved booksellers of the world. So basically, it'll be all worldwide stuff. It'd be kind of cool. I hope so. I used to have a book about short stories around the world. It's around here somewhere. I told you this room is rather cluttered. And there's Neil Armstrong, which I haven't read this book yet. Yes, people, I believe he landed on the moon. I don't think it was made up. We were actually up there, and I don't need Buzz Aldrin to hunt me down and punch me in the face. He has done to other people. But yes, I do find the space race quite interesting. I liked Apollo 13. That was a good movie. A good movie that has nothing to do with the moon landing, but does have about the Mars landing in a fictitious manner, would be the Capricorn 1. That's a very good movie to watch on the conspiracy theory that it was all made up. This book, I will read. I will let you know what I think. Should be interesting. Well, this is another book I got, that same series that Mark is on. It was there. It was $9. I couldn't help myself. I'm trying to do the whole collection if I can, but yes, that should be interesting. And of course, at the moment, Abraham Lincoln, another good book, which I also got. It should be excellent. I like Lincoln. Lincoln's an interesting guy, despite what the modern historians are saying, which I don't buy for a second. But yes, so those are the books I got today. I probably ran that too fast. I will learn to go slower next time. But yes, that is what I did today, this morning, in the cold below zero, via the bus, via walking, and via freezing. It was fun. Let's see. I don't think I bought anything else. Oh, excuse me. I will post this, and I will probably mail out something later, or do another post later. Yeah, I'm tired. I'm always tired. I think too much. But yes, those are the books I got today. Some of those I got through a gift card. But yes. Well, I'm going to post this. I'm kind of just wasting time until it says 10 minutes instead of 9 something or other. It's nice and sunny out there. See the outside world? See how nice and sunny it is? You know how freezing it is outside, despite the sun. Yes. Apollo is failing at his job. Anyway, I will post this. I will talk at you all later, people. Later.